Trump's gut. It's this primal force, man. Some people, they see a hero, a guy who made billions, defied the odds, became the leader of the free world. Others, they see a villain, a reckless, divisive figure who thrives on chaos and spits in the face of convention. Love him? Hate him? Doesn't matter. The dude's got something we all crave, the balls to follow his gut. Consequences be damned. I'm Denise with Intuition Management, and this is going to be a wild ride. Let's go! First, let's talk wins. Not just any wins, but the kind that make headlines and leave people talking for years. Trump's gut? It's a goddamn money-making machine. It's like he has a sixth sense for where the money is. Back in '88, he buys the Plaza Hotel in New York, a bold move that had everyone talking. $365 million. That's a staggering amount of money, even by today's standards. No fancy algorithms, no spreadsheets, just pure, unadulterated instinct. He trusted his gut, and it paid off. Everybody thought he was nuts. Critics were everywhere, doubting his every move. It's a jewel, he says. And he believed it with every fiber of his being. And you know what? He flips it a few years later, walks away with a mountain of cash. Genius level move, a masterstroke in real estate. Fast forward to 2016, the election, a pivotal moment in American history. Polls, pundits, everybody and their mother. They're saying Hillary's got it in the bag. It seemed like a foregone conclusion, but Trump? His gut says, nah, screw that, we're going full throttle. He wasn't about to back down, rallies every day, whipping up the crowds, defying expectations, and boom, he wins, against all odds. Jaws on the floor across the globe. The world was in shock. Even back in the day, when he was just starting out with his casinos in Atlantic City, the dude could feel the energy. He sensed opportunity. He knew there was money to be made, and he went all in. No hesitation. Raked in millions before things went south. But those initial wins were undeniable. Look, say what you want about the guy, but you can't deny it. Trump's gut has led him to some serious victories, time and time again. It's like this primal force he's tapped into. This internal compass that just points him towards the gold. It's almost uncanny. He doesn't overthink it. He doesn't second-guess himself. He just acts decisively and with conviction. And that, my friends, is a powerful, powerful thing. It's a rare quality. Now, I'm not saying it's always pretty. Far from it. In fact, Trump's gut often leads him into some seriously murky water. Controversy seems to follow him. But there's no denying the results. The guy's a closer. He seals the deal. He gets what he wants, even if it means breaking a few eggs. Or, inciting a riot or two along the way. It's all part of the package. And that's what makes him so fascinating, right? He's this walking paradox, a complex character. A guy who can be both brilliant and reckless, charming and abrasive, all in the same breath. It's a rare combination, but the one constant, his unwavering trust in his own instincts. That never changes. He doesn't care what the experts say. He doesn't care about the polls. He doesn't even seem to care about the potential consequences. He just goes for it. He just goes with his gut every single time. And more often than not, it pays off. Big time. So the next time you're facing a tough decision, a moment of uncertainty, ask yourself this. What would Trump do? How would he handle it? What would it look like to silence the noise, to tune out the doubters and just trust your gut? Imagine the possibilities. It might be scary, it might even be messy, but I guarantee you it'll be a hell of a lot more exciting than playing it safe. And who knows, you might just win big. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the reason why half the planet wants to chuck a tomato at Trump's perfectly coiffed hair. The dude's gut can be a real asshole, and it attracts hate like moths to a flame. Why? Let's break it down. Reason number one, arrogance. It oozes out of him like cheap cologne. I'm the best, he bellows. Everybody else is a loser. He dodged the draft, mocked a war hero, bragged about grabbing women. His gut screams, rules? Those are for suckers. To millions, it's a giant middle finger to decency and humility. Not exactly presidential, right? Reason number two, lies and epic fails. Remember COVID? It'll just vanish, his gut confidently declared. Cut to hospitals overflowing, death tolls skyrocketing, and experts tearing their hair out. Then there's the whole taxes fiasco. His gut told him to hide millions, leading to, 91 charges? Yeah, not a good look. People see a con man, not a king. And finally, reason number three, the dude's a chaos machine. Race-baiting rallies, building walls, telling militias to stand by. His gut thrives on division, on turning people against each other. It's like he gets off on watching the world burn. And honestly, it's exhausting. So yeah, Trump's gut might be a powerful force, but it's also a dangerous one. It's like a nuclear reactor, capable of generating immense energy, but with the potential to melt down and take everyone down with it. But that doesn't mean we can't learn from it, because here's the thing, Trump's flaws, his excesses, they're all part of what makes him so fascinating. He's a walking, talking cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ego and blind faith in your own instincts. He's a reminder that even the most powerful gut feelings can lead us astray. That sometimes the smartest thing we can do is ignore that little voice in our head and listen to reason, to logic, to the people who actually know what they're talking about. In the end, it's about finding a balance between gut instinct and informed decision-making. It's about knowing when to trust your gut and when to seek out the wisdom of others. Because that's how we grow, how we avoid the pitfalls of arrogance and ignorance, and how we move forward as a society. Chapter 3. Crack it for yourself. Look, love him or hate him, you gotta admit, Trump's gut is a weapon. It's like a sixth sense, guiding him through the chaos. It's raw, it's untamed, and it's gotten him further than most people could ever dream. It's that primal instinct that sets him apart. The good news, you can tap into that same power minus the whole world on fire thing. Here's how. Move 1. Snag the Spark. It's that initial burst of inspiration that can set you on a new path. You know that feeling right before you make a big decision. It's like standing on the edge of a cliff, ready to leap. That jolt in your gut, that whisper in your ear. It's your inner voice urging you to take action, like Trump at a rally, feeding off the energy of the crowd. You've got to learn to recognize your own internal compass. It's your guide. It's subtle, but it's there, always there, waiting for you to notice. Move 2, smash the game. Don't just play by the rules, rewrite them. Trump didn't get to where he is by playing it safe. He took risks, big ones. He broke rules, defied expectations, and pissed off a whole lot of people along the way. But he stayed true to his gut. When your gut screams, go for it, ditch the rule book, trust that inner voice, shake things up, take a chance and see what happens. You might surprise yourself. Move 3, lock it in. Trump's hunches, they stick. He commits fully. He owns them, even when they blow up in his face. He stands by his decisions. You got to do the same. Stand firm in your choices. Test your gut. See where it leads you. It's a journey of discovery. When it hits, own it. Celebrate your victories. When it misses, learn from it, adjust, and get back in the game. Every failure is a lesson. So what's your gut telling you? Listen closely. What dreams are you ignoring? What passions are you suppressing? What risks are you too afraid to take? Sometimes the biggest rewards come from the biggest risks. Let me know in the comments below. Share your thoughts, and let's start a conversation. Trump's gut code, it's a wild ride, man. Wins empires, sparks wars, divides nations. Genius? Disaster? You decide. But one thing's for sure, intuition, that gut feeling, that's your shot at the top. Subscribe to Intuition Management right now. We're dropping truth bombs like this every single week. And for the full learning path, the tools you need to crack your own gut code, hit up intuition.management. See you next time.